tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so grew up in Boston.
Mhm.
I grew up to immigrant family. My family's from Portugal. My parents
Okay.
came over here when they were in their early 20s. And then my brother was 6 months old, and then they had me about 3.5 years later. Both parents were factory workers. Worked really, really hard their entire life, and were able to save up enough money to be able to early retire by buying homes. Um,
Mhm.
so they had, my childhood home there in Boston, where I say Boston, but it's outside of Boston. Usually people
Yep.
don't know. So it's Milford, Massachusetts is where I grew up. And we had our childhood home, but they also had like a 2-story home that they rented out. So it was like supplemental income, and they saved their money, all their pennies. And then when the
Mhm.
2008 crash happened, they basically sold that one house in the suburbs of Boston, and we were able to buy 3 houses in Florida.
Oh,
And so
wow.
they were able to live in one and rent
Yeah.
out two, and they still do that to this
Okay,
day.
great, great, great.
Yeah, and so I grew up in a household of very hardworking individuals, and the world is your oyster kind of thing,
Mhm.
because they came from a country that was socialist, and they pretty much escaped that life and came
Mhm.
here for a better life for their kids.